happening, Digimon Tamers? This is your commentator, PR Sign, and I have right next to me, main man right here. I got David, and of course, since my name is David too, we got a little dynamic duo here. We got the double D's in action right here, and today is going to be a Monday for Digimon, which is going to be a phenomenal day for card games. Wouldn't you think?
I think every day is a phenomenal day for card games.
Every day is a good day for card games, and so today we have Digimon. We actually had it last week at a different day, but it seemed as though that Monday was going to be a perfect day for Digimon here because we wanted to make sure that people were going to play Digimon, but that Digimon was readily accessible. I know there was one place I went to go play Digimon, and Africa, man.
I've been to Bumku.
Yeah, it's far in there.
It's super far.
But yes,
I was in Bumku yesterday.
Were you?
Yeah.
Oh man, and you know you can't be in Bumku too long because gas prices are so high.
That's right.
It's too high. But so Digimon, if you guys don't know how Digimon works, it is another card game by Bandai, who actually created DBS as well, and I commentate for that card game. Also, you have 5 securities in life. This is going to be considered your life. And so every time you swing in at your opponent's security, unless you have any other type of effects, those securities are going to go straight into the trash, the garbage, the drop area, the graveyard, whatever you want to call it here. But yeah, no, it's very different. It's a little bit more RNG oriented, but I actually really like it. I really do enjoy it. Myself, I got me a deck, so I go and I play test as much as I can to try to iron out all those mistakes that I make, those misplays that every card game player makes, especially when they're starting off with a card game. But I'm going to have a co-commentator over here with me. His name is Chris, the dude that made all of this possible right here. He's going to help me out because, of course, he has most of the card knowledge when it comes to Digimon. And yep, they're going to go ahead and set their securities. There's 5 insecurities before they draw. And yes, Bandai actually implemented a mulligan rule. And so when you mulligan, it's not actually as OP as Digimon, and not actually as OP as DBS, excuse me, where you get to choose the cards that you want to keep and then shuffle the rest in and then draw the cards. You actually have to put 5 either back into the deck or keep those 5. And it looks like they're already starting off. So we have Paul right here starting off with the Tamer, passing turn. And of course we have his opponent Eric that is straight off the bat, evolving in the raising area. It looks like we have a champion already there.
Oh yeah, this looks like Diaboromon versus Lord Nightmon already.
And Diaboromon, I've seen him.
Because now they have this new system where they can get a blocker out of the security, gives all their tokens blocker, and it's
oh yes.
You don't want him to spam those tokens.
That can be definitely annoying, but he's going straight into Mastermon right there.
Oh.
Both players have to trash the top of their securities, and then of course Mastermon's effect, you get to bring a level 4 or lower from the trash area into the battlefield. And of course Mastermon itself, if I'm not mistaken, has 12 DP.
Yes.
Like it's a really strong card, and I wanted to see if it worked in Dan Devi, but the thing was with Dan Devi was that it said your opponent's turn. I thought it actually procced the effect, so then you're trashing 2 right off the bat.
Yeah.
That's too OP. But swings in for quick damage. His opponent is down to 3 security. So let me go ahead and change that for you guys. We actually have the standings that are up above us right there. Paul's at 3 securities. We got Eric at 3 securities as well. So let me go ahead and change that. Remember, when it comes to securities in Digimon, you actually have to swing in while your opponent does not have any security cards in their security zone in order to win the game. And so it looks like he's going to go ahead, and they're going back and forth with this, swinging in with Mastermon, and it looks like we have an effect blocking right there.
Security one that brings out the blocker Digimon.
Oh, and he's going in. Man, this is a fast game. So swinging in, he's going to go ahead and get a life on top of that, and then swinging for game. Wow.
Wow, that was so fast.
Hey, I kid you not, I did not fast forward on this at all. Did not fast forward. Eric ends up taking it quickly, and now we have, this is a best of 3 almost. So round 1, if I hadn't told you guys, this is our stream. This is what I like to call DOS. I don't know if you agree with that, DOS. This is Digimon as Spectral, man. I know we ain't rushing, but we're rushing to commentate some Digimon up in here. So yeah, no, so with this, now that I have you here, let's talk technical, let's talk mechanics, because I know what people love watching on the streams is to hear some information. Right. So when you're looking at these 2 individual decks, which one has the upper hand and why?
So honestly, I feel like yellow's really strong right now because they actually got a lot of support that they actually got. Diaboromon's kind of tricky though. If once he gets that the really good powerful promo one, if you for each Diaboromon you have on field, that's how much security it checks. So really, if you have like 4, and including himself, so he gets 2 checks on including himself, and you just need 3 more to swing for all 5 security.
Oh, that's good.
And you just swing for game for the minimum one. So I think that's what he was trying to do, but Lord Nightmon and Mastermon is just too fast.
Especially I played against Eric's build, and it's supposed to be security control, but he actually made an aggressive security control. It's actually it's really strong.
Like that.
And you know what? He's overcoming the ban list too, because I know in the ban list, I think it was reinforcements that was actually hit to 1, if I'm not mistaken. But it looks like here we go. We got Eric starting off.
TK already has his memory tamer out. All
TK,
right.
and then we got Wizardmon that he actually searched, and I think this Wizardmon has a pretty decent effect. But the only one that comes to mind is the purple one. I can't think of what the yellow one does.
The one that gives you the memory.
It gets the memory. So for this mechanic, guys, if you don't understand how it's played, you have cost on top of the card, and you actually pay memory to play the cost of the card. Now, whenever the memory goes to your opponent's side of the board, that's when it's your opponent's turn. So you really don't ever have to say it's your turn or I pass turn to you. It's just whenever that marker goes to their side of the scale, it is their turn, and it looks like it passed their turn. And now it's Eric once again. He's gonna draw for turn. He can actually take the Digimon that's in his raising area and actually bring it up into the battle area, or leave it there with some type of strategy in mind.
Right, I think right now he's probably keeping that Bushiagumon because he's trying to probably get his build up, because once he gets the Diaboromon out, it can actually pop it. But there's a one that will pop if it's lower than his DP, so he's probably kind of scared of that, so that's why. Dang,
Swinging in. So the way that it works, whenever you swing at your opponent's security, your cards have a type of DP on top. That one had 2k DP. Swinging at security, it does check it. So it's not like, oh, you swing in and the damage is dealt. You have to check the DP on the card that was being revealed on security. Oh, look at that. He played a 11k DP card swinging in.
Digimon on the field other than himself, he gains an extra 1,000. That's the only reason why he lived. If he didn't have that extra Digimon,
it would have died.
Both would have crashed.
It would have crashed into it, and it looks like he's doing a lot of searching. And of course, you have to search through the deck. You have to try to figure out how to get your pieces in hand in order to digivolve into the cards that are going to win you the game.
Yeah.
Man, so we already got a token right there. Not like what Paul did right here with his tokens. His tokens are actually very interesting. He actually took the backside of the Digimon card, he slid them in the sleeves, and he actually printed out those cards. Let me go ahead and change the security totals for you guys. We got security control at, as soon as I changed it 3, he gained a life right there.
Yeah.
See, my experience when it comes to security control is don't try to hit them down to 0 until, like, I wouldn't take them down to 4 life.
Oh, there's the one. That's the one. That's the promo one that will swing for 3 checks, because now he has.
That's the promo. He has the Diabora and it counts as himself.
Yes. Himself,
this is gonna be a good one.
If he's gonna swing over, because I think that Caramon gives him an extra 1,000, but I don't think he's gonna do it.
So there he goes. Swings. He's checking. He's checking.
3. So this one for it minuses 3 DP for each Digimon on field.
Okay, so
that's how he's killing the blocker with it.
Minus the blocker.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. Hey, very smart move, and it looks like he replenished life once again. This is actually something right here to behold. Eric down to 2 lives. His opponent at 4 lives, 4 securities. He's going to go ahead and pass turn, and whenever you pass turn, you're going to go ahead and restand the cards. But let's see what he activates. These guys are playing really, really fast for round 1. He's going to go ahead and hatch an egg. It's Eric's turn right now.
Basically, it's supposed to be a sword, but it kind of looks like an ice cream cone. It's pretty funny looking.
It does, because no way. Oh, he's going to go ahead and it looks like he passed turn. So like I said, whenever they pass his turn, and it looks like Eric is on the darker side of the scale, and it looks like
the Lord Nightmon gets to play any yellow to gain the extra memory.
That's what I noticed too, that when it came to security control, their abilities proc when they're at 3 lives or less.
Yes.
So that's why I take them down to 4, and then unless I'm going in, I'll keep them at 4 lives.
Right.
So it looks like Paul down to 2 lives. We got Eric at 2 lives as well. So we're gonna go ahead, and it looks like he's gonna be swinging.
So what he does is when Angemon digivolves, it can target a Digimon and gets -2 security check. So he targeted the Diaboromon, so it only checks for 1 now.
-2, so it only checked for 1, but if it didn't have the token on board, it would check for nothing.
It checks for nothing, yes.
That's definitely a good way to make sure that your opponent cannot hit your security at all for at least 1 turn, unless there's some way that you can spam out those tokens to try to increase the amount of securities that you can check right there. We got Eric that is feverishly shuffling his hand, but you already know when someone's shuffling their hand, they're thinking about how they're trying to close out the game, man, or block. And oh, straight up, he swung in, and it looks like it's, oh, yep, and on the swing, he's going to gain a life. Oh, Mastermind was revealed. We got Eric down to 1 life. His opponent is at 2 lives. Remember, the game is not over when Eric is hit for that last security. The game is over when Paul swings in and there's no more security cards in his security area. He's going to go ahead and draw off of the Digi-Evolution, if I'm not mistaken, and that's going to go ahead and pass turn. It's going to be Eric's turn, and Eric right now unsuspends all of his cards. He's going to evolve a rookie onto his Digitama, and now he's going to be playing.
Ooh, so what that does, it crits your life, and basically, I feel like he's gained. What did he gain from? Oh, he gained from the effect of Dynasmon.
Oh, okay.
You crit your life.
Oh, and it looks like he's going to go ahead and Digi-Evolve, which is going to cost a couple of energies, but it looks like he's like, there we go, player, swing in.
Oh, he played the Bushi, so what Bushi does is when it comes on play, it doesn't have summoning sickness. It actually has rush. It has rush.
That's a good thing to note, guys, that when it comes into play, if your Digimon cards have... Oh, I know what this card does. Oh, I hate that card. So on reveal of security, he reveals the fist, and the fist is going to destroy most of his board.
The reason why I didn't kill this one is because that one's 12k. It kills anything the same DP.
Same DP or less, and it survived. And it looks like he went ahead and scooped it up. They went to game 3. Oh, they went into game 3. Let's go ahead and switch it up. We're going to restock the lives. That was a quick 2 games in this round 1 in DOS. For you guys that are watching, this is Digimon at Spectral. I am your co-commentator, PRC.
Let's see. I'm trying to think here because...
And my other co-commentator, Chris.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man. No, this is very interesting how it's going back and forth. It looks like Paul had the cards and the combo in order to get his stuff off. And it still didn't look like he was going off. It just, all it needed was the promo and then a token. And it did a lot of damage.
It does a lot of damage, yeah.
But I really do like what Eric did with this deck here. It made it very aggressive. And then as he's swinging in and being aggressive, he's actually gaining life in that manner. So it's definitely not like the security control that I've seen in the past, where it's literally just stock it and like it seemed like you were milling your opponent up.
Yeah, and I think, well, what's really hurting him right now, he's not seeing the erratas. What errata does is it gives you an extra memory for the Diaboromon that you have, and he's just not gaining his memory boost. He really needs to see those erratas.
See, and so memory boost has become a staple in this game. And so I ask you, with your experience, how many memory boosts should a deck run of its color, of its kind?
Honestly, in my preference, depending on the deck, honestly, it's really like for black, they don't need it as much, but because they have a lot of things that come from trash, just like purple does. But I feel like they need at least 2. I feel like a good 2 in every deck is actually pretty good.
Okay, that's good, because the thing is, so I have a deck, I built a deck and it's purple, but the thing is with the purple cards, the memory boost or the actual tamer, the memory tamer, I have to pull cards from the drop area, so sometimes I'll play it and I don't actually get value off of it, other than the value of making sure that I start off with 3 memory boosts, and then how many of the memory tamer to play, when in order for me to get my abilities, I had to pull from the drop area. That's the problem that I face with it, but you know what? That's the love of the game right there, building the decks to your liking and to how you're gonna play Digimon, and of course it's ever evolving too. And I say that this man over here evolving on tamers, man.
Oh yeah, so
he just
hybrid build.
Throw me for a loop, man. Throw me for a loop. And the new go ahead and explain the hybrid mechanics.
So that came out in the new set Next Adventure. Hybrids now allow you to digivolve on your tamers, and it could be any tamer really now. They're not restricting it. Basically, if you play a green deck, you can use any green tamers you want, but the key is to make sure you get the lowest ones, because if you play in 4s, you're going to be running out of memory and you're not going to be able to get any tamers to digivolve into.
You run out.
Digimon.
You run out with quite a bit, and it looks like Paul starts off the game. He plays it. Of course, he hatches, then plays a rookie, and then it looks like he went into a champion, if I'm not mistaken. Purple?
Oh, you know what? I feel like Eric took that one.
Oh, okay. Something to, yeah, you know what? You're
He had no security.
Oh, okay.
He did pop the Lord Knights, but he didn't pop the Dynasty.
See,
I think we missed it.
It happened so fast. I thought it was like, oh, we're going to game 3, but they actually went and they're actually playing recreational right now. So what's gonna happen is we're gonna take a quick break. We will be back, and when we're back, we're gonna be at round 2 here at DAS. This is Digimon at Spectral, and I hope you guys are enjoying yourself as much as we have. Don't go anywhere. We got a lot more Digimon coming to you. I am one of your co-commentators, PR Sign.
And I am Chris. What's up, y'all?
Don't go away. Yo, what's happening, Digimon Tamers? We're back for round 2 here on DAS. I am your commentator, PR Sight.
I'm Chris.
There you go, right there. And DAS, of course, this is Digimon at Spectral. And yes, we're having a phenomenal time here with Digimon. We actually had a very interesting matchup. You have to remind me what the token deck was called again.
Diaboromon.
Diaboromon. Oh my, so many syllables, man. Diaboromon. But it was playing against an aggro security control. And aggro it was. It took 2 games out of a best of 3 really fast, to the point that they actually went into another game without us knowing, and they completely switched decks on us right there. But no, it's very interesting, and actually Digimon, the way I got into Digimon was just one of those things where you kind of get, you want to spread out into other card games, and I was into DBS, and I was playing a little bit of Magic too. I pride myself in playing a little bit of everything, you know. I want to just have a deck of everything, come to a card shop and just, if someone want to play, let's go ahead and play some cards, you know, that cardboard, the shiny cardboard. But so when it came to Digimon, I know whenever Lotus was up, we had Lily gave me a deck box and said, here, I want you to start playing Digimon, because there's going to come a time where you're going to commentate for a Digimon.
Right.
So I got it, and she gave me a purple deck, and so I was like, okay, well, I got to continue with this purple deck, and I ended up building a tribal Dan Devimon, which is actually, I actually really like it. It's pretty good.
I love that deck. That deck's pretty fun.
It's
with trash, and it's, you got to be scared to hit it, because if you kill it, you just stealing your cards.
No, you trash your security, and then when but it's pretty much my play style. When you look at other card games, I like that aggressive control type. But it looks like they already started. They already embarked, and here we go. Round 2 is commencing with Eric. Is going to go ahead and hatch a Digimon. He's going to evolve into a rookie, and then he's going to hard cast. And now it's going to be the opponent's turn. Of course, whenever it goes to the bars, so it looks like Olga is going to be on the light side of the scale. We got Eric on the dark side of the scale. Whenever that dice moves to that side of the scale, it is that individual's turn. And so Olga's going to go ahead and do pretty much the same thing. He's going to hatch and play a rookie, but we're going to see if he's actually going to play a tamer. It looks like he's playing a tamer.
Oh no, that's a howling. Yeah, that's howling. What that does is makes the Pulsemon not able to attack because it has no Digivolutions. But also on his next turn, he can remove it, gain 3 memory.
Oh, so memory boost.
Yes,
the memory boost.
Howling memory boost. My bad. Yeah, howling memory boost.
That's a strong memory boost, though. Stopping your opponent from attacking. Lewis!
It would trash, but since it didn't have any Digivolutions anyway, so basically it trashes 2,
Gotcha.
and then you can target a Digimon with nothing, and it can't do nothing.
Well, let's go back to, hey, much love to Luis Martinez. Much love to you. Thank you for giving us your likes here on DAS Digimon at Spectral. But going back, it looks like he's been rushing now. He's throwing out more rookie cards.
So I think the reason why he's realizing it's hybrid, if you see his trash right now, that's Garurumon, Kendo Garurumon. This is a hybrid deck.
Oh, it's a hybrid. So it's because of that card that he knows that he can evolve on top of a tamer.
Now he's got to be more strategic now. Now he played the lot.
Cards from there?
Yeah, that card is good, yeah.
That's
Strabimon, my bad. Not Lotmon, Strabimon, yeah.
So is there a deck searcher like that for every color, or is it kind of just limited right now?
Pretty much blue has the best searching
blue and the bottom decks.
It does. Now it returns to hand too, and it does both.
So Bandai keeping the same. It looks like he's going to be swinging into Olga for a security. 2 securities, it looks like.
Oh man, he's trying to thin out his security. He's getting rid of his board.
Oh, and it looks like, I think Olga is down to 2 lives real fast. We got Eric down to, not down to, still has the same amount of lives, has 5 lives. So it was a quick, Eric didn't even care if the Digimon that he swung with went to the trash. He just wants to take the security down. Is that, what's that?
What that does is minus 3k per Digimon on field. So he just knocked out the Betamon because it only had 2k DP.
No, knocked it out right there. So of course with every deck you have to have an amalgamation of the Digimons, you have to have the option cards and the tamers in order to have a nice consistent build. Yeah. You can't have just Digimon, because I don't think I've ever seen a deck that went with solely Digimon cards.
I don't think so either. Oh, so he just evolved onto Tommy. And what that card does normally would trash a Digimon Digivolution, but since he had none, he doesn't do nothing like that.
That's what's up.
And then the 5, that allows you to lower the cost by 2, because if he had a tamer under it. And then he returned the card, which bounces his card back to hand.
Okay, and then of course swings in that security.
Ooh, so it lived.
It looks like 2 checks.
Yeah.
So, okay, the second...
He swung with the Strabimon afterwards. Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. And then, of course, that one ended up dying too because you have to check the DPs on the cards whenever you're swinging in. So now he's going to play that card right there. And if I'm not mistaken, that's another searcher as well.
Yep.
It's another searcher.
Yeah, he's using Pokemon. What that card does get you a hybrid and a tamer as well.
So, now I know why people are playing that. Of course, if you're playing a hybrid build, it'll behoove you to play it in order to search for a tamer and a Digimon.
Yep.
Man, so does that mean that most hybrid decks actually don't play that many rookies?
No, really, I only play 4 in mine. Honestly, you don't even need the rookies anymore. You just need the 4s.
Dang it, man! It's just the game continues to progress and just gets faster and faster. And I guess that's with every card game, but Bandai just does it really fast, don't it?
Yeah, it does.
Man, just progressing real fast, and it looks like we're thinking. We got Eric right now that plays a card that ends up sending that little peewee to the drop area because I think he doesn't he have an inherent effect as well?
Yes, if you evolve on a tamer, he gets once per turn, he gives you 2 memory.
2 memory.
So instead of paying the 2 you normally would, it pays for nothing.
Definitely, I would. So he hits him for, we got Olga down to
1K, 11 into 7, so it dies.
Swinging in, it dies. We got Eric right now at 2 securities. Olga is at 1 security. We're going to see what ends up happening to continue his turn. He's at 0, so it's still his turn right now. But of course, we're going to see what he ends up playing. I don't think Eric has any tamer or any memory tamers on his field, so he could choke him out if he wants to.
Yes, he could. He could get it. Oh, he plays the...
He chokes him out, so not every Digimon that swings, actually, they lose 2 memories?
Yes, they lose 2. Now they all lose 2 memories.
Broken! I'm glad they limited that card. That card
was really good in Japan.
Oh my good, and it's only for 1 memory. I can understand if it was maybe like for 3 or 4.
Oh yeah, whenever
but
that thing
1
popped in
memory?
Security, it was the new what is it called? Hammer Spark. It was the new Hammer Spark.
Nah, it is really broken. It's like I said, it's very efficient, and on top of that, you pretty much stop your opponent from swinging, and then on top of that, you can choke your opponent like you did here, just to guarantee that it will be your turn. And of course, we have tamers on this side of the field, so he's guaranteed to get 3. But of course, he does have, I believe, he has one of the tamers that could actually gain 2 more if specific criteria was met.
Right. So he has the Davis, which automatically puts him to 3, and Sora and Joe give him 2 if he has Digimon with no Digi-Evolution.
With no Digi-Evolution. Yes. Okay, so then it makes sense because the blue deck I see actually plays on the fact that his opponent doesn't have any Digi-Evolutions.
Right. So in order to avoid the Sora and Joe, he has to Digivolve on that. But I don't know if he's concentrating in whether swinging into the Vmon, because if he doesn't, he could just go into a tamer and another one and swing for game because he'd have 5 memory next turn.
Well, Eric is thinking real hard. I saw that.
Yep, so he did. He went that route, and since he can't swing, he doesn't get the Lord Nightmon ability to play another Digimon. That's the only way it does it.
Wait, what? Really?
When it swings, that's when you play.
Oh, okay. But since it passed his turn, he couldn't.
Yes,
okay, I got
you. Couldn't get that extra Digimon out there.
But if it wasn't on a Digi-Evolution, he would have gotten that effect.
Yeah.
Because it resolves completely.
Right.
Okay, gotcha. See, rulings right there, guys. In order to elevate your game, understanding rulings and understanding the mechanic is going to help you. Oh, he ends up hitting for another security.
Swings into so Vmon. This one actually has jamming. This is the new reprint one. That's why it looks like that.
Oh.
It has jamming.
Jamming. Oh, that's a Bob Marley card right there. I've ever heard of one. Jamming, if you don't know, guys, it's a keyword skill where if he swings into security, it doesn't matter the DP on the card revealed in security, the Digimon does not get deleted.
Right.
Very strong keyword skill.
And now he evolved onto the Davis.
Evolved onto
And what that one does is it targets a Digimon with no Digi-Evolution. It can't swing, it can't block.
Oh, restricts him. Oh my goodness. Oh man, this is just adding salt to the wound right here in his opponent. They're both at 1 security, but when it comes to board presence and hand advantage, Olga clearly has the game here. I mean, look at it. He's got the
Hammer Spark. He just wants
Wow, chokes him again. Not only does Olga have the Sorcerer's Stone in hand, but now his opponent having to work with 1 memory, now actually brings his rookie from raising, and now he's trying to think of what he can do this turn, but there's really not much he can do because that Digimon can't swing and he only has 1 memory.
Right.
Unless he swings in and tries to poke.
If he swings with the Salamon, and if it dies, he gains a security because that's its effect. If it dies through attack, it gains a security.
And that's
probably what he's going to do. He's going to crash. So basically, he got rid of the Vmon as well, which is probably a best move.
Which is not bad because you don't know if the Vmon was. You want the guaranteed true value off of the card. You don't know know if he would have swung in the security, if it actually wasn't a Digimon, and then he wouldn't have gained the effect. Being able to bring in more life into your security zone is definitely beneficial. Oh, he's pumping up.
So what happened is he used the Howling, or what's that? Oh yeah, the one that basically 15k or less at DP is reduced. But since he still had the tamer, he just promoted Digivolved and swung for game.
Here he goes. Right now we got Eric with 0, and look, that is game 1 here in DOS. Digimon at Spectral, and man, this is going back and forth. Of course, we got your hype man right here, and we got the encyclopedia of Digimon to the left of me, trying to bring you the best gaming that we possibly can here, and of course, the best exciting commentary, because I just as much as everybody else, I love watching gameplays, man. I love watching gameplays, but the thing is, the gameplay's gotta grab me. The commentating has to grab me some way, somehow. I'm real quick to click that X button, I'm not gonna lie. I'm the same. I'm one of them guys too, but it's like whenever I click out of it, I think, you know what, why did I click out of this box in the first place? And then I actually implement it to when I commentate, I try to bring in the hype, try to bring in excitement, even though it could be a dull matchup, and try to give you as much information as we possibly can when it comes to sighting, when it comes to the mechanics, when it comes to interactions and gameplays, because I know that you guys that already know how to play the game want to know more about how cards work. That's going to be the big thing. Competitive players, veteran players want to know how the cards work, how they interact, and that's what we try to provide here at Spectral. Yeah, I love it. And of course, we do have other card games that we're commentating for, that we're streaming for, and it's actually going to be a trial and error. We do have King of the Hill, and of course, that's for DBS. And of course, if it goes very well, we're actually going to go ahead and transition it into the other card games, including Digimon and Fab and other card games that we have here at Spectral. And of course, it's just a pride thing, but of course, you can also actually reap a lot of benefits from it, being the individual to win and be top here at Spectral every single week with your card game.
Yes, we're doing that for DBS currently, but we're trying to see about implementing that for Digimon as well, because I mean, we would like to have everyone's card game is a preference on how they like to play, so we'd like to benefit everyone as well as that.
Of course, and it looks like we're going to go ahead and start game 2 for a Digimon and a Tamer, a very, very strong card, and of course he passed his turn, and now Eric is not only going to be playing cards, he's going to get rid of the Pee-wee card that's on board. He's got a card ready in his raising area. He's got a rookie in there. He's got that wizard, man. He's got the wizard, and it looks like his opponent is going to play a Tamer and pass. We got a swing at Olga's security, 2 swings, and it looks like we did lose a Digimon, but we still have 1 left.
So he goes into the Wizardmon here. So that one only has 4k DP. It looks like he's gonna, he goes to
memory boost.
2 more memory.
Memory boost. It seems as though that's gonna be the standard in the play. And up there he goes. Not only did he memory boost, so he had enough memory whenever he evolved on top of the Tamer, but now he
5 in hand, which I think he does. It Digivolve for 1. He can swing, bounce the Wizardmon back to hand, and check security.
And do some
let's
damage.
See if he really has it though.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie though, if they got it, they would have slapped that card so fast down on the mat.
So, yeah.
Yeah. But I wouldn't think, maybe he had some other plays if he wanted to in order to try to say, oh, there he goes. Thinking that maybe he had some other plays. He's gonna swing in right there. Christopher Andrew Rios, I appreciate you, boss, for sharing the stream. Much love to you, man, here on DOS. This is Digimon at Spectral. Man, and it looks like we're gonna be playing. We're playing a 3-cost and we're passing turn. I don't know what keyword skills are on.
This one's different. Basically, how this one works, for a Tamer you play, it gains a memory. It's the opposite from Pokemon.
Oh, so he's gaining memory as much as he possibly can.
Yeah.
It looks like Eric right now is gonna play a Digimon and I say EX Evolve,
Right.
Digi-Evolve, and then pass the turn, of course, because it moves over to his opponent's scale. And now Olga is taking control, gaining memory, removing. Oh, this is good control
so
right here.
We did with Tommy, Tommy on play effect removes 3 Digivolutions on any Digimon you target. So it's up to 3, so that pretty much made Angelwoman just lose everything. So now he lost all the draw and everything he needs for it.
Lost it right there, and it's very good control he's doing. In any card game, it doesn't matter what it is, you want to control the board presence as much as possible, because if you leave him on board, then that's just more threatening actions coming right at you.
Right. So what he did here, he actually did the See, hiding light card effect. Basically, what that does is he removes the security, gains 3 memory. That way, he was able to go into his Lord Nightmon here.
Gotcha. And it looks he still has 4 security though, doesn't he? It looks
yeah,
like.
he's 4 security.
Okay, he still has 4 security. Swinging in, it looks like at the security, unless he could swing at unsuspended Digimon.
No, he cannot.
So then swinging in at the security, oh, it looks like.
So basically, since he doesn't have the 3 or less, it would check 2.
No, it's very imperative. You got to try to find a way to either gain memory or have your opponent lose memory.
Right.
And for me, Dan Devi, when I was looking at the cards, Neo Devi was literally the card that I needed to play, especially.
Digimon is pretty good against hybrid decks now. I mean, I played it against you, and it already hurt me so bad. I had to just keep confident. I wouldn't even want that thing on board. So bad it was.
But I'm so confident in that card that I would actually hard cast Neo Devi turn 1.
Oh, he popped the Sora and Joe, so because that Digimon does not have any memory.
It looks like the scale is going to be very, very highly on Olga's side right there. Has 6 memory to deal with for this turn. And he's going to, I'm assuming he's going to be doing some stuff. Oh, there he goes.
Onto the Tamer, gets rid of that Digivolution, so now he's not going to be able to do that extra swing like he wanted.
It's so fast and so easy to play Digimon nowadays, evolving on your Tamers. Now, see, when you were playing Digimon before, it was like, is it beneficial to be playing these Tamers? Now, I see everybody knows it's definitely beneficial to play Tamers. You got to play the Tamers. Swinging in. Oh, Mastermon was revealed off of security, and I believe he has 3 securities now.
So what that does is basically the reason why he swung is because Tommy's effect, it targets a Digimon with no Digivolution, making it to where it can't swing.
Ah, gotcha. So controlling the board yet again. Yes. So if you're not removing the cards from the board, you're restricting them from swinging in.
Right.
Eric's turn, he's going to be bringing in his rookie from the raising area, going into the battle area, and he's going to straight up swing in. Oh, Tamer that he can evolve on top of.
There he plays the Mastermon to get rid of the last security, looks like.
Mastermon, so he's going to be able to bring in a
Oh, it was a Davis. Oh, no.
Oh, it was yet another Tamer. So in these hybrid decks, how many Tamers do you play?
You play up to like maybe 10 to 15 Tamers.
Oh, wow.
Really, you got to be careful swinging because you might hit one of them Tamers.
Tamers, and that's when you get true advantage because when you reveal them from security, you actually get to play them and then you get the abilities, whatever it is.
Yes.
So he's going to go ahead, and it looks like it's Olga's turn once again. Olga has 1 life. We got Eric down to 3 lives after playing the Mastermon.
No, Olga has none. Yeah,
you're right. He played Mastermon.
Mastermon to get rid of his last one.
So Olga is down to 0 life. All Eric has to do is swing in, and he'll win the game. Eric's down to 2 lives. We got Olga that's going to be swinging in, trying to get rid of cards on his opponent's board. And it looks like he's doing just that, making it to where, not getting rid of them, but just making it to where he cannot swing with them. He's going to go ahead and swing in security, because I'm assuming it had piercing.
No. So what it did is basically it's the Tommy effect. When swinging, after you trash the Digivolution this turn, you can target a Digimon. So he targeted Lord Nightmon to where it can't swing now. That's why he did it upside down.
Gotcha.
And then, it looks like he evolved to the mat. And he's going to target again.
Swinging in, gets him down quickly. Both at 0 securities. It's going to depend on who can swing in.
He got the 2. Oh, he got his.
That's
why you got to be careful with hybrid. You can't go too rough because you're basically playing their Tamer from security. He gave him the win by giving him 3 Tamers.
So now I got to revamp my deck, man. I love Dan Devi, but the thing is, maybe I can do a hybrid Dan Devi.
Maybe you can.
Golly, that was another quick 2-0. That was a hybrid deck. We saw that the first round here on DOS was actually won by Eric. He 2-0'd his opponent playing this exact same deck. This was actually security at control, aggressive security control. And then we see Eric actually getting 2-0'd by Olga playing a hybrid variant that literally was playing the Tamers non-stop, playing the memory boost to be able to add memory to their scale, evolving off of those Tamers, and then just plussing off of those abilities. Very well played.
Yeah, that was very well played on both parts.
Woo!
And just hybrid is really deadly, especially blue and yellow. If you end up blue and yellow hybrid, you might as well just shake hands right there. It's really tough to beat blue hybrid and yellow hybrid.
It is devastating. It is devastating. But you know what? That's going to be the end of round 2 here on DOS. This is Digimon at Spectral. I am one of your co-commentators, PR Soy.
I'm Chris.
Don't go away. We have more Digimon coming back right after this. yeah, you already know what's popping here on DOS. This is Digimon at Spectral. I'm your co-commentator, PR Soy.
I'm Chris. What's going on, y'all?
And this is going to be the final round, and it's going to be against Olga versus Dalton. Olga, we saw playing last round, playing Blue Hybrid, and Dalton is going to be playing with something special that I'm pretty sure you guys are going to enjoy. But it looks like Olga's going to start off, and he's going to go ahead and hatch, and then, of course, play his rookie on top of it, play a tamer, and it looks like it is Dalton's turn to retaliate. Yes, he is playing black. He hatches, plays his own rookie, and now we're going to see if he plays a tamer to try to match what Olga did.
Oh, yeah, it looks like this is Commandermon.
Commandermon.
The only thing that's scary about this is when they swing with they're swinging with little guys. And once they swing with enough, they bring out the big guy for the big finish.
So it's Rookie Rush, pretty much.
Pretty much, yeah.
Every color has Rookie Rush. Oh my goodness, where's Purple's Rookie Rush, man? Your Purple got Rookie Rush?
Not that I'm aware of.
Golly. Well, there you go. Olga's turn. He's going to go ahead and bring his Digimon from the raising area into the battle area and swinging in because he's got jamming. He summons
plays the Bokumon. This is the one that searches the top 5 and he has a tamer or a hybrid.
But you say Bokumon, but you know what? It needs a nickname. It needs a nickname. This is Psyduck, man. This is Psyduck. This Psyduck searches you through your deck, a Digimon and a tamer. And then on top of that, when you play a tamer or evolve on top of the tamer, you gain memory on top of that.
Right, yes.
Golly, man. Look at Psyduck go, man. It's that psychic powers. And so he's got that on board, but of course he's not going to swing at it because that's going to afford him some benefits in future games if it stays on board. There you go, plays another tamer. He's just swarming the field with tamers so that he can evolve on them in the future. Pass his turn, and now we got Dalton right here, bringing the cards from the raising area. Dalton right now at 4 security, it looks like, and we have still 5 security on Olga's side of the field. 2 Digimons, he's already swung in, but he's swung in at his opponent's Digimon that was in rest mode, and he's going to go ahead and play. So he Digi-evolves into this guy right here, is Purple. I think this is the only purple card he actually has in the deck.
Yeah, this is the one that can go on top of a purple or black.
Goes on top of
a 3 cost.
And I think it gives retaliation, if I'm not mistaken, to itself or everybody on the field.
No, just itself.
Just itself. Okay, I was about to say, I remember this dude. This dude looked like a machine having a mind. The artwork on these cards are phenomenal as well. So it looks like he's going to go ahead and hard cast a Digimon. It looks like there's no on-play effects, and of course that is going to move to his opponent's turn. Olga is going to be on the light side of the scale, and we got Dalton on the dark side of the scale here in our final matchup to see who is going to take it in this Digimon tournament.
Ooh, so he goes into on top of the Tommy, and it looks like he's about to discard. He discards the purple Digimon.
There you go. Getting the de-evolution cards from underneath the Digimon. Yeah. There you go.
It did Digivolves, yeah.
Digivolves. I got to get the terminology down pat. Yo, PR side, we got to get this down because this is going to be Digimon. If we're going to be commentating, I want to know the lingo, the jargon. He's going to go ahead and swing in, and it looks like on swing in, he's going to de-Digivolve.
Yeah, so what that does, he's returning the 4, and the card effect returns a 4 on his board.
So wait, these tamers now have inherent effects now that you can evolve on top of them.
Yes.
Oh my goodness. What is happening here with the meta in Digimon? So now he actually is controlling the board just by swinging in, having the ability to swing, gaining the inherent effect. He reveals a tamer in his opponent's security, and so Dalton might be at 3 security.
He reveals another
one. He reveals yet another one. He might be at 2.
So what this card does, he gets to look at the top 3. If they're all black, you keep the 4 memory. It stays at 3 memory, I'm sorry. And then you get to arrange them however you want.
Okay, gotcha.
So now, basically, his next draw, he's already fixing it to where he knows what he's going to get.
He knows what he's going to get right there. He's got it. He hatched. He's about ready to go into his rookie to try to get a draw. He already knows what that draw is going to be, which is going to be the Mohawk Machine right there. Yep. That's going to be the apocalyptic role. Was it Mad Max card? Then we're going to call it the Mad Max. And we're going to see what he does. He does have 2. He's down a significant amount of security, but he's going to go ahead and play the Analog Boy.
Yes. This one lets you see the top 3 and add a Digimon to your hand.
And
5 costs of
trash the rest. And then trash the rest. So good. So good. But definitely, like, I tried the card before in my deck in particular because of the trash ability. Yeah. But honestly, it wasn't good because even though I didn't have a Digimon in my raising area, okay, say for example I hatch. How is that going to help me out? Not like Mimi. Oh, me broken. You can evolve a 3 on top of it once you hatch. Like it's very good in that situation. It's very good in the scenario. And now that I say that, maybe Analog Boy is actually good. I talked myself into it. Oh man! But at least it's not too expensive. It's not too expensive. All right, so it looks like he's going to go ahead and Digivolve in the raising area. And another ruling that you guys might want to know of, if you don't know, is whenever you evolve Digimon into the raising area, they do not get their Digivolve effects. All you get is the draw from Digi-evolving, if I'm correct.
Right, that's correct. That
is correct. Like, if you want a card that's going to plus you big time, don't evolve a Mastermon in the raising area, because you will not get the trash effects, or they're bringing the Digimon from the trash onto the battlefield. It's got to be on the battlefield.
Has to be on, yep.
So it looks like we got Olga right now is going to be Digivolving once again.
To trash the 4, yep.
Trash it, so he's going to keep his opponent's Digimon without any Digi-evolutions under it. And he's going to go ahead and swing in. There goes another security going, and a Digimon. Oh, there! And then
for
that.
The last remaining, he had no.
He swung with sign.
So what happened is the reason why. So that blocker he had on field actually would block everything, but because he Digivolved on this, it negated that effect.
Oh, so now it's got negate effects too?
Well, basically, when you have a hybrid or a tamer under it, yes, you can stop them from attacking or blocking.
Okay, so what you're telling me is this man can negate skills. This man can prevent you from attacking. This man can bounce your card or Digi-evolution cards. What can this blue not do? And then on top of that,
recover health, I guess.
Yeah, I guess the only thing it cannot do, but then we also know what it can do is also keep your opponent from swinging by giving all of your opponent's Digimon. If you swing, you lose 2 memory.
Yes.
Oh my God, was it Ice Wall?
Ice
Yeah,
Wall, yeah.
I know the detrimental cards because when they're played against me, I don't like it. I don't like it at all, but hey, you know what? It happens. These guys right now are hard shuffling. Oh, let's go ahead and actually move to 24 minutes into the break. We had Oscar Medrano had liked this stream. Hey, much love to you, boss. Thank you for following us here on Das Digimon at Spectral. And of course, this is going to be the same stream that's going to bring you Super, Dragon Ball Super. This is going to be the same stream that's going to continue bringing Digimon. It's going to start bringing you Fab. It's going to be bringing you Magic. It's bringing you a whole bunch. And of course, you got this stream right here. And it's just one of a kind. I really do enjoy, when you got a card shop, you got music in the background, you got the non-toxic people playing, having a good time, having a fun time. And then on top of that, you have a stream. This is a selling point right here.
Yes.
When you got a stream, being able to look back in your gameplays, these guys over here, after they start playing, stop playing and drive home, they're gonna watch. They're gonna see what they could have done wrong. They're gonna see what they actually did right. They're gonna see other plays. Whenever you can see reels, it helps you out in your game.
Yes, exactly.
We got a tamer being played after hatching an egg and playing a rookie on top of it. This tamer looks like a surge, but I think he actually whiffed on the surge.
No, he got it.
Okay.
Basically, adds a blue Digimon or green. So you added the blue Digimon to his hand. But the sad part is he had 2 tamers revealed, so that's 2 tamers he ain't gonna see because he just had to bottom deck those.
Bottom deck. But yes, of course, seeing the tamers is actually going to be detrimental because he plays hybrid.
Yes.
But the thing is, like you told me, if you're playing a hybrid variant, you're going to have at least 15 tamers in the deck. So I mean, I don't think it's too much, but you know what? All them tamers could be clogged at the bottom.
They could.
Who knows? He brings the Digimon from the raising area, so no, he plays the side duck right there. So he's gonna look at the top 5 cards. He's gonna get a Digimon. He's gonna get a tamer. That's broken, especially when you're playing a hybrid deck. That's why all hybrid decks play side duck.
I don't even know if the side duck's gonna be limited now because this thing is just too good in hybrid.
It is broke. It really is. Everyone's playing it. No matter what color you're playing, if you're playing hybrid, you're playing side duck. You're playing it. It's that psychic energy.
It's too good. And then if you have stacks of them, you're just gaining memory at that point because they stack.
It's too broken, bro. It really is. But he's gonna go ahead. He's gonna Digivolve on top of his tamer. Who needs rookies and champions? We go straight, man. Actually, no, as a champion.
That is one.
I'm just saying, who needs rookies? We go straight into champions, bro. That's what we do. And of course,
at 1.
He's at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, they're at 5 lives. All right, I was about to say.
No, he just left him at 1 memory.
Gotcha.
Oh, man.
That's right. You got to choke him out at that point. If you're trying to play, you're trying to strategize. So each opponent is choking until the opponent plays their memory tamer. Then it's a different ball game after that. Because whenever I see the opponent doesn't have a memory tamer, I'm gonna try to choke him. I'm gonna try to choke him out as much as possible. But then once they play it, they're like, okay, I want to get true value for my turn. If you're already gonna get 3, I'm gonna try to play a card that's gonna set you to 3. So it's just you get no value. It's me getting all the value. Like you try to beat your opponent on value is what you try to do when it comes to Digimon and other card games, you know. But we got Olga's turn, because remember, he's going to be on the light side of the scale. We got Dalton on the dark side of the scale. And of course, he has the future turn. He would actually gain more memory. He's actually going to choke him out again. Oh, my.
This guy just loves choking people.
He's playing smart. He reminds me of Homer Simpson. When Bart did something, he was just like, oh. I'm not going to lie. He's returning the favor. So now Olga has 1 memory to deal with this turn. However, I think he has some plays that he can make.
Right.
You know, swinging in if he wants to, or he can just set up for the following turn. He already played a Howling, it looks like, or
he played it last
the
turn,
Howling
so
memory
he
boost.
Used that to gain 2 memory.
So he cracked it again. The memory boosts are going to be really strong. I feel like memory boosts in this game, you might want to run 3, maybe even a playset.
Maybe, yeah. There are 2 different ones for blue and other colors. They search either the Digimon, or they'll either trash or heal, whichever one, depending on which variant you're playing.
No, very strong. And of course, we see Olga swinging in at security. Once security has been gone, it's the Mohawk machine.
Another Howling. Oh my God.
Oh.
He's trashing another.
He must have to play a playset.
He probably does play a playset. We see these a lot.
We see them a lot. It puts in work, man. So the Howling, of course, is going to scare his opponent, or one of his Digimons, not to swing. And of course, continuing with the chokes.
Oh man.
Woo! Continuing to choke, of course, his opponent is going to go ahead and hatch within the raising area. Does he have a rookie in order to evolve the game? No, it doesn't look like it. He's just going to go ahead and swing in.
Ooh, 6 to a 5. All right.
Oh, so now he loses his Digimon, but his opponent is down. It looks like he's at 4 or 3.
He's 4.
He's at 4. Okay. It kind of looks like he might be at 3.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go ahead and put it at 3. But so Olga's at 3 lives. We got Dalton at 4 lives. So right now it could be anyone's game. I mean, they're matched with what's actually I was gonna say they're matched on what's on the battlefield. That is correct. But we have quite a bit of tamers, and you already know with tamers comes evolving on top of him and swinging in with your champions. We got this guy right here that has jamming, and we already know that jamming is going to keep that card on board, which is going to force Dalton to use one of his attacks on that card, because if not, it's just going to continue being threatening.
Right. This is the hybrid, the one that targets. If you evolve onto a Tommy or another hybrid, you get to target a card, it can't swing, and it can't block.
It's very controlling in that manner, and of course just continues to swarm. We got the jamming card, the jamming rookie, putting in so much work, not only swinging in and it's staying on board, but it does deter a swing away from security and to that Digimon.
Oh, and here's the Davis. He's going to add the 5 with that. Oof. You know what I haven't seen? I haven't seen him play 1/6. He's only gone up to 5.
Maybe he doesn't need a mega.
He don't even need 6.
He don't need a mega.
He just goes to 5.
I'm controlling your board as much as I possibly can. You have no board. Either I get rid of your board or I stop your board from swinging in and just continue to bum rush. Them tamers are putting in a lot of work. And if you swing in at the security, reveal a tamer, that is yet one other tamer you can evolve on top of in order to try to get in for game.
Oh, okay. Here's the one that goes on to. Oh man, he Digi-evolved it. Usually you can hard play that for each Commandramon, and it reduces the cost, and it has rush.
Oh no, he Digi-evolved on top of it, because he knows that his opponent already has a memory tamer. He's gonna get 3 regardless. So like I was specifying earlier, you want to make sure that your opponent doesn't get value. You're already gonna play so that it was worth putting the marker at the 3 memory.
So I think now what he's hoping here is he gets something that stops him in security.
Oh,
right now he's got to
work.
Oh, yeah.
It needs to leave the board.
Really good.
Oh man, and that's the alternate art too. That's just intimidating his opponent, like swinging it with jamming. The Bob Marley card, of course, still staying on board. If his opponent doesn't swing at it, it definitely will take off a security the following turn. He's going to go ahead and Digi-Evolve, so I think swing in, and it's going to take Dalton down to 1. So we got, actually I was doing it at the wrong person. So So we got Olga at 3, we got Dalton at 1. All right. Oh, there goes the swing. Dalton at 0 life.
And he went into the tamer sword for game.
And went into the. Oh my goodness, man! I'm telling you, this is just something to behold. When you got all these tamers out, and you think that you're okay, you think you're gonna survive, and then boom, evolve onto a tamer. And if I'm not mistaken, sometimes you can evolve onto a tamer, not even for a memory cost.
No. Basically, since he had Psyduck on there, he gained the memory back.
Oh, you're right. So he evolves, gains the memory, but since he evolved on a tamer, I see.
It's just so good. Just hybrid's really good right now. It's really topping a lot of meta right now.
It is redonkulous, and if I'm not mistaken, that is game 2, and I think he took it 2-0.
He took it 2-0.
Dang, he ended up taking it 2-0, guys. This was the final for Digimon. I don't know if they're gonna play another game, but if they do, I wouldn't mind sitting in for another game. This kind of went by pretty fast, man.
Pretty fast.
But hey, you know what? I hope you guys are enjoying this as much as I am. Like I said, this is I'm learning this. I'm learning the new cards. It's very interesting to me. Like I said, the play styles are similar to Dragon Ball Super, which is the card game that I come from. I actually played. So initially, I played Yu-Gi-Oh. So I started with Mermails, man. Mermails, I live by Mermails, I die by Mermails. But ever since we had the Zodiacs come out, and then the quick fixes with the machine dupes, I was like, yeah, you know what? It's time for me to back away with this.
Some crazy stuff.
So then after that, I got into Magic the Gathering. And so I got into it a little bit, and of course people were telling me, in order to get into it, it's probably better in order for you to start off with Commander. With Commander, it might be a lot of cards because it's one-ofs in the deck, and you have 99 cards in a deck, but you get to see a lot more cards. So I like that in that aspect. You know, me as a commentator, the more cards I see, the better it is. So when I see a card on the board, I can say, okay, I know this effect, or I'll give it a nickname, and I'll try to give as much information as I possibly can about the card.
Right.
And then after that, I actually moved to DBS. So moved to DBS, been playing that for a while, been commentating that straight up, not from the start, but I think from set 4, set 5, I've been commentating. So I know quite a bit about Dragon Ball Super. And then after that, I was like, you know what, let's go ahead and see what I got for Digimon. And so when it came to going into Digimon, they were asking me, what play style do you like to play? And you already know my Trunks deck, man. The boss card of the Trunks deck is phenomenally good. On play or swing, 2 of your opponent's cards from their hand gets bottom deck. So strong, and the deck was really, really good. It was my favorite deck. It was the love of the game for me. And then of course Bandai ended up hitting or re-changing a rule from the 1-drop that actually was supposed to be support for the leader, and so it actually kind of killed the deck, and that's just the brew that I had. So I reverted back to an old brew. But when I went into Digimon, I explained that leader, and they're like, you know what, I think Dan Devi is going to be your card. And I was like, really, what does it do? And he said, well, Dan Devi, when he's KO'd, your opponent trashes 2 cards from him. And I'm like, okay, so I can just go aggressive. I can keep on swinging.
It don't even matter.
It don't matter, player. And then, of course, I was told, too, that whenever my opponent hits me for security, they trash their security. And it stacks. And, oh, my goodness, I had 3 Dan Devis at one time. My opponent didn't even want to swing. Because he looked at me and he was about to, and he was like, they stack, don't they? I was like, yeah, so if you hit me for 1, you trash 3. He was like, yeah, no, I'm pass. So I was like, oh, that's amazing.
I've seen a build with Karis. Like, basically, if you have Karis on board, you can have like 1 or 2 or 3. And they swing, they just check 1, you gain 3 memory because you lost the security.
Really?
Yeah, that's how I used to play my Dan Devi.
Oh, hold up now.
Your Karis would just like, basically, they would swing, they trash their security, but then they immediately pass turn because they just paid 3 memory just to swing.
Oh, you know what? We gotta do some studying.
Yeah.
We gotta do some studying. Like I said, I got a pretty decent. It's a tribal. It's a tribal right now, and I think I have a pretty decent deck. But of course, you know, we try to go for consistency. We try to go for different engines and aspects we can go about the game. But right now, my deck is slow. It's considered slow. Ever since Hybrid come out, it's slow player. I gotta actually play by the rules of the game. But you got some people involving on tamers. I think it's cool. It's the way to level up in the game. And then of course after that I actually got into Fab a little bit too. Same thing. They asked me, hey, what is your play style? I told them, well, in DBS I play Vegito. In Digimon I play Dan Devin. He was like, you know what? I know the leader for you. And he said Reinar. And I said, oh, okay, what does he do? He says, well, the deck, all it does is banish cards from their hand, and you swing. And I was like, yes!
Oh
It's the control aggro continue, but that's just my play style. But you guys have play styles of your own. And of course, we didn't have any of you guys on the horn, which is fine. This is the first time that I've been commentating for Digimon ever, I think. And it's okay, it's all right. But you know, when you guys warm up to the stream, when you guys warm up to the way that I commentate, I'm pretty sure you guys will be on the horn in no time. And I actually consider the chat stream the horn. That's so when you hear me say, oh, someone's on the horn, someone had just messaged. So actually, let me go ahead and explain how I commentate before I close out for the evening. Try to give them a little bit of information to look forward to for the next time. Because the way I'm doing it, I'm going to be rotating. So I'm going to commentate 2 times a week here at Spectral, but it's going to be different card games at a time. We don't know. I actually talked to David a little bit about it, so I might have a permanent spot for 1 card game and might have to go back and forth between 2 others, but that's not actually set in stone just yet. So the way I commentate, you guys might not be familiar with me. Some of you guys might be familiar with me because you've actually come from Dragon Ball Super, and this is by the same creators that created that. It's by Bandai. So the way I commentate is the 3 pillars of my commentating. First of all, it's PR sign. You already know PR sign. And whenever I do commentate, I'm going to throw on the page on Facebook. I'm going to let you guys know, hey, I'm going to be commentating. It's going to be this time. All you got to do is click the link, because I know how lazy people can be. Why? Because I'm lazy as well. If you don't put the link there, I'm going to slide up. I'm going to slide up. So I always put the link on there too. So all you got to do is click. And if you guys like what you see, maybe we can hold your attention a little bit longer. But the 3 pillars of commentating, I commentate from my experience. It always makes it funny because I got a lot of funny stories about me thinking that I got game, and then my opponent comes out with the barrels, and I'm just like, how? Name me this guy right here playing green hybrid, and I'm over here thinking, yeah, I'm cruising. I got my Dan Devies, I got the Neo Devi, and then he just top decks a card. Heart of the Cards is not even the right card game. But I go by experience, so I have a lot of experience, I have a lot of stories that can help you guys, not only with your game, but the entertainment as well, because you know what? It's unfortunate to say, but the more L's you take, the more you grow as a player, because you know interactions, you know how these cards interact with each other, you know what these cards do, quote unquote. The second pillar of commentating that I do is I actually look at what's on screen. I see what's on screen and I commentate what I see, and I'm not gonna lie, sometimes these guys, they play real fast. I could just blink, or I can look and say, hey man, how you doing, boss? And then I turn, and then boom, someone already hit each other for 3 securities. And I have no idea what happened.
That's crazy.
So when you get comfortable and you start throwing stuff on the horn saying, hey, yo, PR sign, pay attention, this man just played, Gamanjamon, or he played a Commandermon, and he swung in, with all these Jamaican cards, man, and actually did some damage. So that's what I want you guys to do. I want you to feel comfortable in being on the horn with me. You guys are my co-commentators. Trust me, there ain't anything you're gonna say on the horn that's gonna hurt my feelings. I'm grown. I'm an old man. There's nothing you're gonna say that's gonna hurt me. And in fact, you say something, I'm telling you right now, you say something I don't like, I'm just gonna ignore it. I'm gonna ignore it. You might see me chuckle too if it's funny. But that's one of the second pillars I go by, is what I see on screen. The third and final pillar that I truly enjoy, I don't know if other commentators enjoy it as much as I do. I really do love interacting with you guys that are watching this stream. If you guys are interested in it, if you guys are, even if you type in questions on, hey, PR sign, why is it that this works and why is it that this doesn't work? If I know, of course I'll answer it. But if I don't know, I got experts here. I got Chris here. I got a judge here also that I can call. We have the necessary resources to help you guys out in your games by answering your questions, no matter what the questions are. And you know what? The questions sometimes don't even have to be about the card game. Sometimes people will just ask, hey, PR sign, I have this going on. And of course, if it's professional or whatnot, I can help out too. I don't have a PhD, but I've been told that I'm a pretty good therapist. I'm a pretty good counselor. But those are the pillars that I commentate by. It's by experience, by what's on the screen, and of course by you guys that are on the horn. So hopefully you guys are more comfortable with coming on and actually throwing stuff on that little screen right there. Let me go back to the Twitch, because I know, okay, so there has been nobody that has been typing. But yeah, like I said, you guys, it's okay to be comfortable. It's hard for me to shut up. So if you don't write anything, trust me, I will come up with something that is either going to grasp your entertainment, grasp your attention, or it's gonna actually force you to say, you know what, PR sign, I want to know, and you're gonna go ahead and type it in there. Like I said, this is gonna be a good experience for all of us, including myself. Like I said, I enjoy myself a lot. These guys know I can commentate for hours on end, and when I go on breaks, all I ask for is I need my breath and I need some water. And then when I get right back in here, you know what? It's all about what I see on the gameplays. It's all about what you guys are writing, and it's all about my experience as well for the card game. But of course, I babbled on a little bit too long, but we're gonna go ahead and close it out like I normally like to close it out. Hopefully you guys had a wonderful time watching this stream as much as I had commentating it. I am PR Sign, and this is my co-commentator,
Chris. What's up, y'all?
and this has been Das. This is Digimon at Spectral UBI.